Hello, my love. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, this video will be a reading vlog. We are going to be reading the Vera Wong. I don't know, is it a duology? The main book and the sequel, I think. I think it's a sequel. We're going to be reading those two books. It's the cozy mystery. I've always wanted to try cozy mysteries because I tried the thrillers, Riley Sega, and they're good, but they're not something I think I'll be reading long term because they do scare me and I do not like to be spooked. And so now I'm trying cozy mysteries and I hope that these ones will stick well with me. So I decided that the best one to start with will be Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. I'm so excited to start that one. Confession, I already read the first book another day, like a long time ago, and I was trying to make another vlog, but it flopped. So I decided to take a little bit of the video, the clips that I already made, and start another video because I liked that book so much. So now I want to read the second book, and it'll all make sense once I put it together. So this is a Vera Wong reading vlog, and I hope you enjoy. Let's read. That is racist. I genuinely do not know how to explain this, but this book is so comforting. It's so comforting seeing Vera Wong and how she relates to all these people. Like, I'm so convinced none of these people actually murdered Marshall, and I feel like Marshall was like the stick in the mud. He was a problem, and seeing especially Julia and Emma, it just hurts me so much. Like how, like they shrunk. How the girl is so afraid of her father, and oh my god, I don't know. I just I read this scene and I just started crying, and I just like all I feel when I read this book is comfort. I feel so. Oh my god. I made some toasted marshmallow, and I'm on chapter 15, and it's still so good. I'm so excited. Oh, I was saying about how comforting this book is. Like Vera Wong's character is just so. Oh, like this is a comfort read, honestly. Like I now get the concept of cozy mysteries. They're not thrilling. They're not like they don't get your heart pumping, but they still keep you, you know, enthralled. They still keep you interested. And that is so much fun. And I might just start reading cozy mysteries because this is really doing it for me, for my heart. I feel so. My device is almost dead. I love my baby, but the only problem she has is that she has terrible battery. She's not like long lasting, and she's at 11%, so I need to go charge her. I'll pop on this one. And my tablet is now charged up, so now I'm reading. But I saw this scene that made me think of something I once read online on social media that says if women had wives, they would be like far much better. Like they would be far more successful in life. Something like that. It was along those lines. And as I'm reading this scene about Julia and Emma, so the scene goes that Julia finally gets a job that she enjoys and she's out with her client and then she comes back home and she's talking about how she doesn't dread coming back home. She doesn't dread being in her house because before she had Vera. So Vera is now kind of like what's her name, Julia's wife, because like Julia is coming home to like home cooked meals. Her kid is now like looked after. Like it just reminded me of that because I'm thinking like Julia is more like light because on other days she'd be like she comes home from wherever she's coming from, say grocery shopping. She has a wailing kid with her, and then so now when she gets home, she has to clean the house, cook, freshly like wash her kid, and then the dude just comes home and he's like, oh, well, this food isn't that good. Oh, well, I was like, why is it that women have this social role? Like, how did it come to this? Because it is not, I feel like it is not fair. It is blatantly not fair. Like, it's so, you know, like, how do they not see how not fair this is? Anyway, that's all I had to say. The light is dimming. I don't think I'll be able to record again for a while. I'll have to get like something artificial, but I'm really enjoying it and I think I'm almost done. I am on page 207 and it's 217 pages. I have like a couple pages to go. I'm not counting. I have a couple pages to go. And once I'm done, I'll let you. I know the lighting is horrible. Bear with me, please. I'm almost done with the book. I I'm at page 298 and it's out of 317 pages, so I have a couple left. And we're now solving the mystery. I'm so excited. I love this part. Someone just like log as we solve the mystery. Can you see me? I've not changed. I've not done anything. I just made dinner, had dinner. Now we're finishing this book so I can crochet. Okay, let's complete this. Y'all, I can now be sniffling like this over a book. She's so pretty. I'm done.
Good morning, my love. It is the very next day. That is why I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. I completed Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Madaras. It was so good. It was so good. It is the most comforting book I've ever read. It just felt so comforting. It felt like coming back home. It was so sweet, so cute, so funny. It has such good humor. That is one of my favorite books. I feel like that's the kind of book that should get me out of a reading slump. Not a thriller that gets my heart beating, but a cute, cozy mystery that gets me. Oh, you kind of feel for the characters, and you don't want any of them to be the ones who have like done it. Oh my god! And then the ending. Oh my god! The ending was so unexpected, but it was done so sweetly. You couldn't even hate the dude. He was just like yo, that book was too good to me. How have I been missing out on this genre my whole life? Why did nobody put me on?
So I did start reading Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man today in school, but I only read one chapter, so we're going to be reading more of it today, hopefully, and then I'll give you my update as time goes on. But I really, really, really enjoyed the first one because I read it in one sitting, like in one day. It was amazing. It was great. I hate that's how I always recommend all my like that's how I always review all my books. I just say it's good and it's great, but like I have no words to explain how good they were. So you don't care about
Hello, my love. I am on chapter 15 of Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man, and I am really enjoying it. The first thing that like popped my mind as I was reading it, I do not know that if this is because I've not read it in one sitting like I did the first one, but I feel like this one doesn't have. I don't know. There's something it does not have. I feel like we're not really focusing on the solving of the case like we did in the first one. The first one was really like I feel like everything we did in the first book went towards solving the case. Like nothing was just a filler moment. I feel like it all wrapped up into us solving this like mystery. But I feel like in this book we have a lot of filler. I don't hate it because it's very entertaining, but I don't see us making progress towards solving the case. So that was one thing I noticed. Other than that, I think everything else is just good. Although there's also the feeling of comfort that I got from the first book. I'm kind of not getting that from this book as much. There is some comfort. It's very hilarious. It's a very fun book. But like there's this feeling that we got from the first book, and I'm not seeing it in this second one. But it is still a very entertaining book, and I don't have that many pages to go. So let's see how long it will take us to complete it. I'm on page 146, and yeah, I'm not very like. But I feel like it's because I'm not sat with them enough. Let me sit with them and see what I feel for the character. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my god, it was so lovely.
Hello, sweethearts. So I completed my book yesterday, the Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man, and it was so good. Oh my god, it has such a beautiful ending. A very like deserving and satisfying ending is what I'd like to say. But like comparing the two, because I have no like it just I have to compare the two. But comparing the two, I liked the first one way more. Like I said initially, I feel like the second one had a lot of filler filler things going on. I don't even think it was filler more so. It's just like in the first book we really felt for the characters. I feel like the characters in the first book was so much relatable or like had so much lore compared to the characters in the second book. I feel like the characters in the second book were so bland. It was such a bland book. But oh, but I'm just going to give you my rating for both books, and we can end the video here. The first book was my favorite, if you can't already tell. I'm going to give that a 4.5 star because that was so good. It was such a good introduction into the genre. The second book, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars because it was still entertaining and I still like it wasn't like bad that I had to DNF it and I was still hooked. I didn't want to put it down either, but it did not measure up to the first one. So yeah. So I think this is it. Thank you very much for watching me and to discover a new genre that is very, very fun to read. And if you have more like recommendations for this genre, like Vera Wong, please put them down in the comment section. I'll be very appreciative. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.